Hello， 大家好，歡迎嚟到小弟 channel 加利李爾 All About Football。最近咧，曼聯嘅成績係非常之不穩噶。就算換咗新任嘅教練蘭力克咧，佢哋喺聖誕快車嘅時候，亦都係時好時壞，更加曾經咧失分過俾紐卡素啦，同埋咧就係狼隊嘅。打完狼隊呢場波之後蘇爾咧更加接受訪問嘅時候講到，球隊非常之唔團結，同埋咧爭逐前四都係好渺茫嘅。啱啱咧，雖然喺禮拜頭嘅時候1-0咧就係足總杯第3圈擊敗咗阿士東維拉，不過咧呢場波雖然咧就係贏波晉級，但係好多嘅球迷咧都詬病陣中球員嘅一啲態度喺呢個風雨飄搖嘅日子咧，作為球隊嘅領袖C朗拿度最近咧就接受咗一名英國嘅著名記者就係 Stevie Bauer 嘅一個訪問喺呢個時候出嚟接受訪問咧，姑勿論係咪一啲 PR 技巧但係咧可唔可以幫到球隊減壓咧？同埋喺呢個時候出嚟接受訪問都係困難嘅，因為個個都指住曼聯嚟鬧啊嘛。喺呢個訪問裏邊咧，就 C 朗咧亦都係提到咧就係關於自己啦、對球隊嘅睇法啦、蘭力克等等啦，同埋咧就係對陣中嘅一啲年青球員咧嘅一啲接觸嘅不如咧，我哋一齊睇一睇呢一個訪問啦。咁咧就我自己都係睇過一次嘅啫。咁而家咧就成個訪問咁咧就一路 go through 啦。咁跟住咧我就會喺中間嗰度咧就加啲喘息嘅。因為咧版權嘅問題咧，所以出唔到畫面噶啦。但係聽聲啦。我小弟都會作少少翻譯咁樣嘅，好唔好？可能會比較長少少啊。希望大家俾啲耐性啦。OK， 好啦，咁而家即刻聽聽 C 朗喺呢個21分鐘嘅訪問裏邊究竟講啲乜嘢啦。
Cristiano, great to see you again.
Thank you.
First question is, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm very well. But I haven't just missed the game for Manchester United, so how are you?
No, I'm good. I just have a little touch, but it's part of my work. We have to feel some pain sometimes, but it's nothing big, and I hope to be good soon.
For the weekend?
I hope so. We will try. Tomorrow I will do it. I will try to training normal, and let's see how body reacts. And fingers crossed. I'm confident.
I remember.
OK， 呢一度咧就寒暄幾句啦，同埋咧就係因為 C 朗喺星期一嘅賽事咧就缺席咗對維拉嘅嗰場足總杯嘅少少輕傷咁所以咧就記者咧就問到佢咧嗰個傷勢點樣C 朗咧似乎都覺得唔錯同埋咧就希望冇事啦 ，finger cross 啊嘛，同埋咧話聽日可以復操啦，呢個訪問咧就係1月13號出嘅，即係理論上應該星期5咧就可以正常咁樣操翻啦，似乎唔需要擔心週末對住阿士東維拉嘅呢場聯賽咧應該都可以復出嘅咁嘅意思啦。
Remember the Cristiano first time round when you couldn't play? You weren't a happy boy. How are you now? You're a little bit older when you miss a game.
Well, you are more mature, as you mentioned before, so I know better my body. To don't say 100%, but I think I know my body 100%, and mature experience give you the possibility for you to understand your mind, your body, everything around football. So it's good. I'm a different person. I'm a different player, but the ambition is still the same. I want to play and help the team.
OK， 即係提到啦而家咁咧就有啲傷患究竟佢個感覺係點樣？佢自己都話佢對佢嘅身體咧係好熟悉啦，同埋咧再經過咧佢而家更加成熟啦，同埋咧更加有經驗啦，所以知道點樣處理自己嘅身體嘅呢方面，相信認識 C 朗嘅球迷咧都唔意外噶啦佢對自己嘅身體咧係非常之注重嘅。
Talking of differences, a lot's happened since the last time we had a sit-down chat. You have a new manager, Ollie's gone. How do you reflect on the last couple of months here?
Well, not easy, to be honest, not easy. That we changed the first coach, Ollie, after for Carrick, and after for this new coach. It's difficult, to be honest. When you change too much, it's always tough. But I still believe that we are capable to do it a good season. We knew it that's gonna take time to make the ideas of new coach in the pitch, is not that fast. But I'm looking forward that we have to be professional. We have to work hard. We have to be together as a players to change the page. We know that we are not in the best moment, but I believe that with the working hard, we can achieve important things even this year.
You said you have.
OK， 咁啊呢度咧記者就問到佢啊，最近嘅幾個月咧，同佢啱啱加盟嘅時候咧，就好大嘅分別喎。咁究竟啊，佢對新嘅教練係點樣咧？咁樣啊，對個環境嘅適應係點樣咧？咁啊，C朗咧都講到啦，其實都困難嘅，咁啊唔容易啊 ，not easy 啊。咁啊，新嘅教練咧，佢咧都有啲唔同嘅改變啦。咁咧，但係咧佢咧自己啊，C朗啊對球隊咧係仍然都係有信心嘅。不過咧就需要時間啊。咁啊，佢自己咧一來話有信心啦，咁二來咧就係因為佢都係一個專業嘅足球員啦，咁啊，即係要投入個訓練裏邊啦，咁同埋咧就佢相信咧係需要除咗專業之外咧，都要付出好多嘅努力嘅。咁啊，依家對佢嚟講喺曼聯絕對唔係一個好嘅時機，咁呢樣嘢都係好正常嘅，佢都係陳述事實啫。OK。
Have to be together there. I mean, Luke Shaw said after the Wolves game that you weren't on the pitch. How important is it that everybody is?
It's the key. Is the key, not only the players, but all the staff, coaches, physios, doctors, players. You know, this is a squad. This is like a second family for all of us. So we have to be together. We are in the same boat, and we knew it since the beginning that will be easy. So new year, we have to believe that is possible, but as I mentioned before, we have many. You have a long way to change. So, but I believe that we're gonna do it a good season.
OK， 咁啊呢度咧就問到啦，就係頭先啊開場嘅時候提到阿蘇爾咧就話就係打完狼隊嗰場波咧接受訪問咧就話而家咧絕對係一個最差嘅時刻啊喺曼聯嘅時期啊，咁啊問到咧阿C朗拿度咧就點樣睇啦？咁佢都覺得係啊啱嘅，咁啊係一個好差嘅時候，咁但係咧佢咧就要求咧就係球隊甚至球會嘅上下咧都係團結嘅，咁啊除咗球員之外啊，所有教練職員啊，都希望可以團結啊，當正咧就係曼聯係第二個屋企咁樣噶嘛，咁啊大家都喺同一條船啦嚇 ，together 咧 in the same boat， 咁啊都係唔容易嘅。不過一個新嘅一年咧，咁所以咧佢哋都係需要改變嘅，要 keep 住個 belief 要相信啊，咁啊好長嘅道路要繼續行，咁啊都係見到啊 C朗拿度喺呢一 part 咧都仲係好正面嘅。OK， 好啦，咁啊跟住咧就聽下佢點講啦，跟住落嚟。
Given your relationship with Ollie previously, was that difficult when he left for you personally? Because obviously when you came back, he was the man in charge.
Of course, it's always sad and always tough when you see a manager. I see Ollie that he used to play with me before. Now as a coach, a fantastic person. When he left, everyone was sad, but you know it's part of the life. It's part of the football. When things don't go the way the club want and the fans, the club have to change. So for me, I was disappointing, but at the same time, we have to understand the club, the people who manage the club. So it was difficult, but you know, life continue.
And how?
OK， 咁啊記者問到佢啦，咁啊對啊俄利啊蘇斯克查嘅離開有啲咩睇法啊？咁佢就都係覺得啊曾經都共事過，一齊做過球員，咁啊啱啱加盟嘅時候咧，蘇斯克查都係佢嘅領隊啊，咁所以咧佢都係覺得好傷心嘅，即係 sad 啦。咁但係咧呢一樣嘢咧都係生命嘅其中一部分，咁啊都係要接受啦。球隊覺得需要有一個改變啊，咁啊都係一個困難嘅時期嘅。不過咧就希望咧就一啲明白球會嘅人咧就去知道需要作出改變咧，都係困難嘅，咁啊就係咁樣啦。
How different is it being under Ralph Rangnick? What are the changes he's trying to implement, Christian?
Well, he arrived here 5 weeks ago. He changed many things, but he needs time, you know, to put his ideas through the players and in the pitch as well. takes time, but I believe that he gonna do it a good job. We knew it that we don't play the best football as we should do, but we have many games to improve. But since he arrived, I think in some points we are better, but as I told you before, he need time. It's not that easy to change the mentality of players and the way they play, the system and the culture like that. So I believe that he gonna do it a good job.
You mentioned
OK， 咁啊問到咧就係C朗覺得咧蘭力克咧上任咗之後咧有啲乜嘢嘅改變啊？咁C朗咧就話其實咧就蘭力克大概上任咗5個禮拜左右嘅啫，咁但係咧就有好多嘢都改變喎，咁咧就無論係球員啦，同埋咧就係球場上嘅表現咧都好想改變嘅，咁不過咧都係嗰樣嘢C朗提到都係需要時間嘅，即係喺呢一方面企圖咧就係幫球會啦，同埋咧就係暫代嘅領隊蘭力克就去減壓先。咁同埋咧，佢都覺得咧，雖然球隊而家打得唔係幾好啊，不過咧佢有信心咧，蘭力克咧都係一個能夠為曼聯帶嚟好嘅duty 好嘅一啲即係改變咁樣啦嚇。咁同埋咧就自從佢嚟到之後咧，好多嘅改變啊，例如咧就係心理上邊啦、system 啦，即係系統上邊啦，同埋個文化上邊啊，好大嘅改變，即係全方位咁樣。咁但係C朗都係對蘭力克咧就好有信心嘅，咁似乎咧言語間透露咧，其實咧喺曼聯新任嘅領隊蘭力克上任咗之後咧，未必一時三刻咧係可以咧就即刻爭取到好成績啊！即係唔似杜曹上任車路士嗰啲執翻少少正少少啲陣式上面嘅嘢，成班人就自動波識踢。依家嘅曼聯咧，從C朗嘅言辭間透露咧，就似乎唔係呢個 case 啦。
A few interesting words there. System, which is on the pitch. You also said mentality. How crucial is that? Can you be successful if the mentality isn't right?
Impossible. I think it's the main point. I'm always speak with my friends and we had a chat about football, the games, and they all speak about the system. But the system is useful if the mentality it's not there in the pitch. This is why I say we have a long way to improve, because for me the most important things is for you to look yourself and say I can do it better. I can help the team much more. The system is important. Yes, it's important. Everything is important. The small details make the huge difference in the end of the day. But for me, the most important thing is the mentality. For you to be professional, help the team, the right mentality, self-talk positive. I think it's all the details depend of you, not the coaches, the fans, the press. Depends of you. If you are proud of yourself and you have some dignity, I think you have to do it much more. Start with me. New year, I try to improve even different things and better things to help the team. I think it's the main point. We are all here to make the teams even better. So let's try.
So when you look around
OK， 咁呢度咧就記者問到佢喺嗰個C朗頭先咧就提到有 system 啦，即係系統上邊啦，同埋咧就係 mentality 心理上面嘅改變啊。咁有 system 冇 mentality， 有系統冇心理上嘅改變，可唔可以成功咧？即係講緊頭先咧就係對比緊杜曹喺車路士嗰樣嘢啦，即係我自己加入去嘅因為杜曹就係改變 system 啫嘛 ，mentality 就啲球員自己去啦嘛。咁C朗咧就聽到咧就一定係冇可能啦。你除咗即係系統上邊之外咧，心理上邊都係好需要改變嘅。咁所以佢亦都再重申就係話有 long way to improve 好長嘅道路咧，就係去改變嘅，即係去改善咧咁講啦。佢可以幫到隊波，不過咧就最重要都係球員自己點樣去改善佢哋嘅自身啊。 系統係好重要嘅，好多嘢都好重要啊。咁但係咧呢個心理質素啊，就係咧就行先啦。咁究竟啲球員能唔能夠好專業咁樣應付每一場比賽啊？會唔會自己推動自己去改善啊？咁樣咁呢啲嘢咧，就算唔係話新嘅教練啊，或者係啲 fans 咧，即係啲球迷推動你就得嘅。咁你自己都要付出好多嘅努力啊。咁正如佢自己，正如 C 朗自己啊，亦都喺新嘅一年咧，都會為自己定下一啲目標啊，去睇下點樣去幫到球隊啊。嗱，咁開始咧，到呢一度咧，就俾記者引導到去啦。C 朗咧，似乎咧就嚟要講到對球員嘅一啲心理上邊嘅弱點有啲咩睇法啦。呢樣嘢我相信無論係呢位記者啦、C 朗或者係咁多位球迷都知道，曼聯有好多球員喺個 mentality 啊，喺嗰個心理上邊咧，其實有好多嘅不足噶。我哋繼續聽埋落去啊。
It's character first and foremost before talent and the ball at your feet that you need.
As I told you before, we have to have the right mentality. I looked to myself and I say, Cristiano, what you can do it better to improve your level to help the team? Yes, I can improve other things. Maybe, don't know, to sprint in 19 minutes if something happened, to help my teammates when he's suffer or he's tired. You know, the small details during the game, and to be smart, to be intelligent, to see what the games bring. You understand? Because all the games is different, all the players is different, the system, the stadiums. You have to be capable and ready when you suffer, when you struggle in a game, you know, to be compact, to run for your teammates, and be a team. For me, this is why they call this club Manchester United. So we have to be united in the difficult moments.
And with all your experience.
OK， 咁呢度咧記者咧就問到佢啦，咁喺嗰個球員質素上邊啊，其實會唔會係嗰個性格係同埋嗰個天分係應該掛鈎嘅，甚至喺性格應該咧 before talent 啊，即係你有天分但係冇性格亦都唔得㗎咧咁樣。咁C 朗咧都再重申啦，係啦，需要有正確嘅心理質素啦。咁佢亦都舉例啦，就係講話例如咧就係你有啲你對自己嘅要求係啲乜嘢咧？你有啲咩可以去 improve 可以改善咧？你要問自己啊。咁呢個咧亦都係好 typical 嘅 C 朗嘅一個即係嗰個大家對佢嘅印象啊。咁例如喺90分鐘裏邊啊，所有嘅細節啊，包括咧你個體能啊，同埋你踢得精唔精、聰唔聰明啊。咁例如仲有球場嘅質素添啦嚇。咁講到好多嘢啦嚇。咁同埋咧你準備得充唔充足啊？咁當你踢得唔順嘅時候，咁究竟咧你可唔可以仍然咧都可以同其他嘅隊友咧可以 compact 即係咧都係將自己化身翻成為一隊嘅球隊，即係努力啲走動啦，去補位去填位咁樣，即係你自己踢得唔順，但係都仲要諗下點樣幫隊球隊啊。咁即係希望啲球員可以就團隊行先咁樣。別日 team 咧提到一個好笑嘅位就係Manchester United 啊，咁就係你要 United 啊嘛，你要團結啊嘛咁似乎喺呢度咧 C 朗咧就亦都覺得呢個團隊咧係重要過個人喎。OK， 繼續聽埋落去。
Of the club and the game, do you think off the pitch you can be a help to some of the younger players in that sense?
Yes, of course. The mature players, the older players, they can help always the young players. But I can give you an example. If I give you advice, even if you are younger than me, and if you not implant that during your daily life, will be difficult. You can speak all day with that person. If he's not coming from inside of you, it's impossible. I remember when I was 18, 19, 20, some old players speak with me, but I put that as Cristiano, you have to improve. They know more than you, they are more experienced than you, they pass through many bad moments. But the other people, they don't accept that. If you criticize a young, I don't say this generation, our players, but in general, I have kids, I know. Sometimes when you be a little bit harder, they do it the opposite. You have to find the right balance to speak with them. But in my opinion, the main point is they should coming from inside you. You should be proud of yourself and look in the mirror and say, listen, I give everything. And I think all of us, we should do that. Because new year, we change the page, we have many things to win, we have to believe on that. If not, it will be a nightmare.
OK， 咁呢度咧記者問到佢啦，咁喺球場以外啊，C朗拿度可唔可以為一啲陣中嘅其他年青球員可以提供一啲幫助咧？咁啊 C朗咧當然亦都話好歡迎啊，咁啊以老帶新咧係一個一路以嚟嘅傳統嚟嘅。咁啊，但係咧佢就亦都提到啦，咁啊你都要啲年青球員聽教聽話先得㗎。咁啊佢自己後生嘅時候咧，亦都聽好多好有經驗嘅球員講啊，因為佢哋有啲一來有經驗啦，咁二來咧就係亦都係度過一啲困難嘅時刻，可以將呢啲咧心得咧就帶俾 C朗啊。咁但係咧佢就開始提到啦，新嘅一代咧就未必咧咁straightforward 喎，你講乜嘢咧佢就接受啲咩喎。咁因為佢就以佢自己啲細路仔為例啊，咁啊要咧C朗提到咧，要同而家呢一代嘅年青球員講嘢咧，你直接話佢哋咧就唔聽教嘅，就行翻相反方向，會好反叛嘅。反而咧就你要揾到 right balance， 即係又要又要西嗰隻即係打完之後又要呵翻嗰啲咧，咁佢哋咧先至會接受到你講嘅嘢，可能佢但係咧亦都提到而家嘅年青球員咧，你最少咧都起碼你要對自己係有信心啦，要 proud to yourself 啦 ，proud of yourself 即係對自己咧係好有嗰個即係起碼有少少即係嗰個自己嘅信心啊。咁同埋咧，即係你每日都要對住塊鏡問自己，你係咪已經give everything 即係你俾晒100% 嘅能力出嚟去努力去改善自己啦。咁嚟緊嘅曼聯新嘅一年咧，咁仍然都仲喺好多嘅比賽上面咧，有好多嘢可以贏嘅，包括杯賽啦，甚至歐聯仍然都係啦。咁入咗16強啦，咁即係呢個係即係佢就話有好多嘢仲可以贏嘅。咁佢哋依家嘅曼聯嘅年青人一定要相信自己否則嘅話咧就會係一個噩夢啦。咁C朗拿度咁咧就喺呢方面仍然都即係講嘅呢啲嘢咧，就開始慢慢。感覺上咧就係新嘅一代嘅年青球員咧，似乎就唔係咁易教。咁同埋呢樣嘢咧，唔係第一次出現喺C朗拿度嘅口中噶啦。咁佢今次咧再次咧就 emphasize 即係再次放大呢一樣嘢。咁我哋繼續聽埋落去啦。
It's interesting because when you were here, you had so many big players giving you advice. You chose to listen, and as you say, it came from within. So ultimately, it's up to the individual.
I think so. Individual is the most important thing. We are here to help. If when they need my help and my supports and my advices, I will be the number one to help. But if you don't want my help, so do it your job, look for yourself, and do it your best to help the team.
Talking of leadership, the Wolves game, it was a bad result, but you led out Manchester United with that armband at Old Trafford for the first time, and knowing what the club means to you, what of all the things you've done in your career, what was that moment like? I know the result didn't go the way, but that moment emerging from the tunnel.
I'm always proud, not just because I was the captain of Manchester. I'm captain for my country. I think is nothing bigger than that for the last 8 years, 9, 10, I don't know. But it's good responsibility. I'm back to Manchester because I love this club. It's not just because of money or whatever. It's not all because of that. I'm coming because I love this club, and I believe that we have huge potential to win stuff, to win important things. But we have to find the best way to achieve that results. But as I told you before, I believe that you have a few things that you have to change, and you have to accept. I think it's the main word. It's to accept when you're not in your best shape or in your best moment. We have long way to improve. But I believe new year, we have to think that things go to change for a better place.
When you say change.
OK， 咁呢度咧就講到C朗咧就以前咧都有好多咧就係大牌嘅球員咁咧就俾嗰啲好好嘅意見佢咁佢而家就 覺得呢樣嘢係咪即係個別嘅球員嘅單對單嘅面授機宜係咪好重要咧？咁佢都係話當然係最重要啦咁樣。咁佢而家喺曼聯咧，即係作為一個老大哥，佢都好願意啊，就係去幫同埋去支持啊。佢第一個會企出嚟去幫呢啲年青球員嘅。不過如果嗰啲球員正如頭先 C 朗所講，佢話我唔聽話嘅，即係唔需要嘅咁樣，咁請佢哋咧就自己要做翻自己應該要做嘅事啦。咁啊，即係頭先講嗰啲啊，你點樣去改善啊？問下塊鏡自己有冇交出100% 嘅努力啊？咁樣咯。咁啊，跟住落嚟咧就記者再問到 C 朗啊，關於咧就啲領導力嘅睇法啦。咁佢咧就話。當球隊咧就成績表現都不似預期嘅時候咧，咁佢作為球隊嘅領袖咧，究竟會係點樣做咧？咁樣咁佢都提到啦，我作為球隊嘅領袖，我都係好首先係好 proud 先啦，好驕傲先啦。咁因為咧佢依家咧就翻到嚟曼聯咧，就其中一個領袖啦，亦都咧就攬起過隊長臂章，甚至咧就喺國家隊裏邊咧有大概8至10年嘅時間咧，都係做隊長嘅，即係所以佢自己覺得咧，佢係應該要擔起嘅呢一啲咧就 responsibility 呢啲責任嘅。咁因為咧佢翻嚟曼聯咧就係因為愛呢間球會啊，就唔係為錢嘅。咁呢樣嘢我相信大家都應該明白啦嚇。咁 C 朗真係的確係愛曼聯嘅。咁佢覺得咧陣中裏邊咧嘅潛質非常之優厚啊，絕對咧係可以贏到一啲嘢翻嚟噶。咁但係咧就要揾一個最好嘅方法啊 ，the best way， 揾一個最好嘅路途去點樣去贏呢一啲嘅錦標噶。例如咧就係佢哋需要接受啊，當佢哋咧陣中嘅球員唔係喺嗰個最佳嘅狀態或者係最佳嘅時刻嘅時候啊，咁咧即係喺一啲逆境嘅時候點樣反彈啊、鬥志啊，即係講緊係啊。另外咧就佢再重申都係有好長嘅道路啦，唔係一時三刻改善到啦，但係佢仍然都係相信嘅。好啦，去到呢度咧 ，C 朗咧似乎咧已經直接點出咧就係曼聯陣中嘅年青球員咧有啲乜嘢係需要改善啦，同埋有啲乜嘢係大概有幾長嘅時間啊，即係因為佢都講到哇，我喺國家隊都8至10年做隊長啦，咁但係以我嘅經驗嚟睇咧，就仍然都仲有好長嘅時間啊，再一次肯定呢一樣嘢，但係佢仍然都相信球隊咧有咁嘅能力嘅。
What needs to change then?
I'm not the right person to say we have to change this and that. I think in general, let's be honest, the last 5-6 games, you think Manchester play very well? No. You know that, everyone know that. We have how I can say, we have time to improve. Yes, we have a potential squad. We have new manager. Why we don't believe that we can do it better? We have to believe. You have to be positive to try to change the things. To play as Manchester United fans want and the history of the club. This is why we have to. We're not gonna give up. The only give ups the guys who is weak mentally. This is why I mentioned in the beginning. You have to implant that in your mind that we are capable to change things now. I don't know the specific way because I'm a player, I'm not a coach, I'm not the president. I know the way, but as you know, I'm not going to mention here because I think it's not ethic from my part to say that. What I can say and what something that we are in on control, we can do it better. All of us.
OK， 好啦，呢度咧就開始講嘢小心啦。C 朗始終都係一個經驗老道嘅球員啦，36歲啦嘛。記者直接問佢有啲咩需要改變，咁佢就話啦，有啲咩需要改變？好老實講啊，對上嗰幾場波，曼聯係打得好唔好啊？大家都知道，一定係打得唔好嘅。當然提到聖誕快車嗰幾場啦，同埋咧就啱啱足總杯咧就係對住阿士東維拉人1-0嘅賽事啊。既然係大家都知道打得唔好啦，咁即係需要係有改變嘅。咁佢哋都有時間去改變，新嘅領隊亦都上任咗啊。但係你都要你要相信咧係 個改變個方向係啱啦，同埋咧就係都要去正面啊，即係對球隊嘅前景需要正面啦。咁千祈即係唔好放棄，唔好太容易放棄，因為其實老實講踢曼聯真係承受好大。嗱，呢度我自己加嘅，踢曼聯咧係一定承受好大壓力，因為全世界最大嘅球會嚟嘅，咁所以咧即係有好多人會打擊一啲球員啦。或者表現唔好嘅時候咧，會一沉百踩啊！咁年青球員可能個心理質素唔係好夠啊，咁啊，所以 C 朗喺呢度提到咧，就你絕對唔可以放棄嘅。如果唔係嘅話咧，你就個心理質素唔夠強啦，唔夠穩定啦 ，weak mentality 啦。咁佢亦都咧就直接回應記者就係、其實有啲咩方法可以改變咧？冇㗎，冇一個特定嘅方法改變㗎。佢又唔係教練啊，咁。佢唔應該喺呢個時候提出呢一啲嘅直接改變。雖然佢知道，但係佢唔會直接點出咁啊，因為咧就要即係唔想喺呢個記者會裏邊批評個依家球隊裏邊嘅即係唔想點名或者直接批評一啲好 specific 好特定嘅一啲弱項或者係缺點咁樣咯。OK， 咁呢度咧就答得都幾小心啊！好，繼續聽埋落去咯。
And if that is a collective, what
Collective, individual, everyone.
And what could you achieve then if you get that?
Big things that Manchester belong in important things. So we have to change that. I don't want to be here in the club to fight to be in 6th place or 7th place or 5th place. Or I'm here to try to win. To compete, and I think we compete, but we are not yet in our best level. But we have long way to improve, and I believe that if we change our mind, we can achieve big things.
A lot of it's in the mind then.
I think so, yes.
呢度咧就繼續翻頭先嗰個問題啊，咁關於改變嗰樣嘢，咁既然 C 朗答得咁小心球，呢個記者咧就問佢啦，咁係一個團隊嘅改變啦，定係個人嘅改變啦？咁樣咁但係咧 C 朗咧就話其實兩樣都需要嘅，即係團隊同埋個人嘅改變啦。因為曼聯係屬於一個大嘅球會嚟嘅，係一定要贏啲重要嘅賽事翻嚟啊！咁另外咧就佢翻嚟依家呢間球會，即係翻嚟曼聯，並唔係話我要嚟去同其他嘅球員去對抗，或者係內部嘅一啲競爭啊！佢淨係想贏啫，佢令到隊波可以變成一隊可以有競爭力嘅球隊啊！咁但係依家唔係喺最佳嘅水平嗰度，亦都咧就球隊都需要改變咧佢哋嘅思維啊！因為咧佢哋要相信自己咧係能夠可以達到一啲咧就係長遠同埋遠大嘅目標啊！就係咁樣啦。
And what do you think? Going back to that day when we spoke, when you came back, scored the 2 goals against Newcastle, everyone was on the up. Everyone was talking about the title, not 4th place. What's the difference between then and now? Do you think what's happened? Because you didn't foresee that.
To win, yeah, I was happy, surprised. Was very good that my first game I scored 2 goals, but the football, the league, to win the league, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, a 100-meter sprint. You have to be consistent. And this is why the best team right now in England probably is Manchester City and Liverpool and Chelsea, because they are more consistent than the other teams. But I believe that we have to look at that and believe that we are capable to do it the same way. We know it's tough, we have to improve, but I believe some things have to change. But I believe that we have the potential here, so we have to do the right things. It's the only way to be in that level of that teams that I mentioned before.
And it's the reason you believe, because when you look around and train every day with these players, the ability and the talent that you've got in the Manchester United group at the moment.
100%. This is what I believe. I still believe, but as I told you, and I'm gonna repeat, some things have to change.
Interesting.
OK， 咁呢度咧就問到C朗咧就季初翻嚟嘅時候咧就第一場波就對住紐卡素連入2球啊！嗰場波應該係贏4-1嘅，冇記錯啊！咁啊講到咧就係話嗰陣時咧 C朗翻嚟入到波啦，咁咧就係大家都談論緊曼聯咧係應該要追逐聯賽冠軍啦。咁但係到呢一刻啦，C朗仲對球隊有冇信心咧？咁啊 C朗提到話嗰陣時入2球啊，梗係好開心啦，季初嘅時候啦。咁但係聯賽咧就係一個長途戰嚟嘅，馬拉松嚟嘅。要講求嗰樣嘢咧，就係 consistency 啊，即係要好穩定咁樣去發揮啊。咁啊，例如好似其他強嘅球隊都係有好穩定嘅表現啦。咁啊，佢哋咧就係需要咧，即係啲改變咧，就令到球隊可以更加穩定地發揮啊。即係講緊曼聯裏邊啦。咁呢度應該係提到咧，就係新領隊啊蘭力克帶嚟嘅啲改變啦。即係似乎咧，依家嘅呢班球員咧。尤其是年青球員咧，仍然都仲係吸收緊蘭力克嘅足球哲學。咁啊，C朗相信咧，蘭力克嘅足球哲學同埋佢帶嚟曼聯嘅改變咧，係令到曼聯能夠可以跟住落嚟咧，就係保持翻穩定嘅水平嘅。咁記者上問到佢啦，咁而家曼聯陣中嘅呢一班球員嘅能力同埋佢哋嘅天分可唔可以做到咧？咁C朗就好直接啦，就話可以，不過需要改變，就係咁樣啦。
In terms of the Premier League, the standard, the global eyes on it, is it? I know you had the problems, but is it fantastic to be back on that stage?
Lovely to be back on the Premier League, which is, in my opinion, the last probably 5-6 years is the best league in the world. It's always in the top of the world, but especially the last 5 years. Is very competitive league, very difficult league. All the teams, even as they call the smallest team, they look bigger when they play against big teams. Without doubts, I think it's by far the best league in the world.
And when you go around the world, do you see that? Do you see that phenomenon, if you like?
I play everywhere, so I can say the difference and the level. And I can say 100% that Premier League is by far the most difficult and the most special league in the world the last 6 years, probably.
記者喺呢個時候咧就問到佢啦，關於英超嘅水平去到邊度啊？咁C朗拿度咧就話咁呢個都係即係佢能夠翻英超咧就好，即係一個好可愛，唔係即係一個好好嘅好。即係佢係好開心啦lovely 嘅 moment 中文好可愛，冇理由好可愛㗎，即係 anyway 啦，即係話係好開心啦，翻到嚟啦咁呢個咧英超咧係 best league in the world 啦in the world 最世界上最好嘅聯賽，尤其是喺最近嘅5年期間一個非常之有競爭性嘅聯賽啦，就算係啲小球隊咧，亦都係對住大球隊嘅時候咧，就亦都打出佢哋嘅鬥志成績咧都係非常之唔錯嘅。就算係小球隊對住大球隊嘅時候，咁同埋咧就話喂，我咧就我差唔多踢勻全世界，周圍都去過晒啦，我都絕對可以話係英超咧係都幾即係大花都好有信心咁樣講啦，話英超咧係一個最難同埋最特別嘅聯賽嘅。似乎咧就 C 朗咧對回歸翻呢個英超咧，咁咧亦都係好即係佢而家都係好享受緊個聯賽啦，同埋咧就覺得喺呢個聯賽裏邊比賽咧係好 tough 嘅，好難嘅。
Is that when you look at the level of coaches we've got and the level of players that want to either play in it or in your case come back to play in it?
This is why as people know, I'm a challenge person. I like to challenge first of all myself. I think it's the most important. This is why I'm coming back, because I think I'm still capable to do it important things and good things and impress people. So this is why I'm back. To Manchester is a club that I love it. Everyone know that, and to play the Premier League, which is the most competitive league right now in the moment.
And apart from
in the world,
on the pitch that you're mentioning, is everything settled? Are you enjoying being back in England and back living here with a family? I'm a moment of my life that I'm
I'm settled on everything. So for me, it's another step in my career. So it's good. Family's happy, kids are happy, I'm happy, and I want to carry on like that.
You do like challenges. You've had many in your career. Where does this one in the next 4 or 5 months then to push United back into those Champions League places that you're talking about? Things have to change. How big a challenge is that?
Every weekend is a challenge. I'm not gonna look in the future. I'm looking at the present. The present is now. The moment is now. We have Saturday a big game that we have to try to win, of course, and step by step. As I mentioned before, we have to improve game by game. I live the present. The present for me is the most important. The future will come. So to think in the present, we have a difficult match Saturday, and after the Champions League in February, I hope that we're going to be more prepared, to have that huge amount, that we're going to have very, very tough games, that we're going to be more prepared, to fight against that big teams.
Yeah, you mentioned the champions.
OK， 咁呢度咧就問到佢啦。咁對於而家嘅教練啦、領隊啦同埋球員嗰個水平係咪仲係信任咧？即係講緊曼聯裏邊啊。咁佢咧仍然咧即係對翻嚟曼聯咧都仲係覺得係好有信心嘅。咁因為咧佢就話仍然呢隊曼聯咧都可以capable for big things, important things， 即係可以做到一啲大事嘅。咁佢當然冇講啲咩啦，即係我估佢應該係大概講緊贏冠軍之類嘅嘢啦嚇。咁另外咧就佢亦都係繼續好愛曼聯啦，同埋咧對自己咧翻嚟挑戰英超都係好有信心嘅，因為佢就覺得係仍然都仲係非常之有競爭性嘅聯賽啊。咁對佢嚟講呢個係算係生涯嘅另一步啊。咁佢就冇講話一個即係年紀大啦，所以翻嚟母會咁樣回流咁，佢嘅意思唔係咁樣嘅，佢就話係我應該喺佢嘅足球生涯嘅踏出嘅下一步啊，即係翻嚟曼聯啦。咁佢即係都依家都係睇得好開心啦，同埋咧亦都希望可以繼續咧就喺英超呢個聯賽繼續踢嘅。咁佢記者就問到佢啦，咦咁C朗你都覺得係一個 challenge 喎，即係你喺你嘅生命中都充滿咗挑戰啊？咁呢個係咪都係一個挑戰咧？翻嚟曼聯咁尤其是咧喺嚟緊嘅4至5個月啊，咁會唔會係有幾大嘅挑戰咧？咁樣咁C朗咧就呢度答得好婉轉啦，咁佢就話啦，其實每個禮拜都係一個挑戰嚟嘅，嚟緊都仲有一啲好困難嘅比賽啦，就算1月嘅時候都即係講緊週末嘅時候啦，要對住阿士東維拉，都係一場好難嘅比賽嚟嘅。咁佢每一個禮拜都係想贏嘅，即係唔係講緊未來4至5個月啦。佢話未來嘅嘢留俾即係未來諗得太遠冇意思啦，即係計劃得太遠，佢淨係諗 present 啊，即係諗而家啫因為咧嚟緊。去到2月嘅時候，歐聯咧16強重開啦，要打啲好強嘅球隊啦。咁另外咧就去到月後嘅賽事，歐聯啊、杯賽啊，都會越強嘅球隊會出現嘅。咁所以咧，佢而家就唔諗得太長遠，就只係準備喺而家呢一刻嘅啫。咁呢一個答法咧，就亦都算係幫球隊減壓嘅。咁因為咧而家你咁困難嘅時期，你仲點樣望未來咧？當然係解決咗眼前嘅短期嘅危機先啦，係咪？咁因為咧就算諗得太遠，但係你呢個禮拜對阿士東維拉嘅時候，你都冇改善嘅話，其實冇乜意思嘅。呢個答法都係一個幾為球隊個壓力着想嘅一個答法嚟嘅，係咯。
Coming up there for next season for this club, how important, how crucial is it to be in it again then?
It's the key, as I told you, Manchester United should win the league or be in second or third. I don't see other position for Manchester United, to be honest. I don't see. In my eyes, I don't accept that our mentality be less than to be in the top 3 in the Premier League, in my opinion.
And that has to be drilled into everybody.
Of course.
Around the club.
I think to build up a good things, sometimes you have to destroy a few things. So why not? New year, a new life, and I hope that Manchester can be the level that people want, especially the fans, that they deserve that.
You can sense that.
全個訪問嘅精華，對下季曼聯嘅表現有幾重要啊？咁啊，即係講緊下季嘅目標啦。咁因為今季係暫代領隊蘭迪克嘛，下一季夏天咧就理論上應該會有一個正式嘅教練加盟嘅，暫時未知係邊個啊？傳肥普傳得好勁，但係未知係邊個啊？咁C朗最重要嗰樣嘢就係話，曼聯係一定要喺三甲以內嘅。佢自己個人嘅諗法，覺得曼聯係唔應該跌出三甲以內，所有嘅球員都應該要係同一個心態嘅，即係要對自己有信心啊，對自己要有足夠嘅自尊啊。咁啊，唔係講緊過分自負啊，要有足夠嘅自尊啊，因為佢哋踢緊嘅係曼聯啊。咁同埋咧，亦都就有講到啦嚇，記者問佢，咁係咪所有人都係諗同樣嘅嘢咧？咁C朗咧就答佢啦，有陣時有啲嘢咧係需要破壞嘅，咁即係建設之前咧有啲嘢係需要唔要嘅，即係破壞或者叫拋棄咯。咁似乎講緊咧，其實曼聯呢一刻咧應該係有啲冗員啊，唔知係球員定職員，但係似乎咧就係呢一刻嘅曼聯裏邊咧有啲人唔係以三甲為目標嘅。C朗覺得嗰啲人係應該要破壞，或者嗰啲嘢應該要破壞嘅，尤其是曼聯係背負好多球迷嘅期望。
From the supporters at the moment.
Yes, they deserve because they sing all game. They are there all the games, and they want good performance from us players. So we have to give at least something to them. We won, that is the most important. The last game, for example. But as everyone knows, we don't perform the way we want. But I still believe and I'm still positive that we have a long way to improve.
Because you know this club, it's not always the winning, it's the way you win.
Exactly. I think we can make the two things together in a perfect scenario.
So just finally then, what would be success sitting here now at the end of May for Manchester United this season?
Right now, I hope to win one title, to go through in the Champions League, and be at least right now the way we are, to be in the top 4.
And for that to happen, your message to the supporters would be what?
Be the same that they did until now. The fans. We're gonna give our best. We're gonna try to change things for a better way. And I thank you for them support and carry on like that, because when they are like that, we are more positive, and we all together, I think we can improve a lot.
Okay, well, great to see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
OK， 好啦，咁啊呢度咧就去到訪問嘅最後啦。咁啊即係講翻一啲咧就係關於球迷嘅期望啦。咁啊球迷期望當然係希望攞到 top 3啦。咁佢就覺得C朗就覺得係當然啦。咁球迷都值得曼聯咧重返咧就係頭3位嘅，非常之重要啦。咁同埋咧佢哋每場都到場支持啊。咁但係亦都繼續提到咧球隊而家並唔係 perform 喺佢哋應該要喺前3嘅行列嘅咁亦都咧就呢位記者亦都問到啦C朗係其實咩為之喺呢一刻對曼聯嚟講係成功嘅咧？咁佢亦都講即係今季嘅期望實際嘅比較 practical 嘅期望。咁佢C朗就覺得今季希望可以以贏錦標為目標啦，但係佢後尾又改口風咁咧就話要去前4咁我諗佢可能 win titles 咧，可能係講緊啲杯賽上邊咁另外咧就晉身歐聯啦，咁呢個咧都係今季咧比較實際啲嘅期望嘅。咁佢覺得最後記者就問到佢啦，咁會唔會真係實現到咧？咁佢都覺得咧係依家呢一刻如果保持而家嘅水平同埋心態嘅話咧係唔正面嘅，唔樂觀嘅，咁所以佢哋需要改變啊。OK， 咁好啦，咁大致上咧呢一個訪問咧就咁上下啦。咁其實咧喺呢個訪問裏邊咧，C朗咧你唔可以話佢避重就輕嘅，因為咧佢都算係正面對曼聯而家係有嘅問題，咁同埋咧亦都係好直接咁樣點出而家其實咧係同陣中嘅一啲年青球員咧溝通上邊咧唔可以再好似佢哋以前嗰一套咁樣啦，即係 straightforward 話你唔啱就唔啱，你就要接受咁樣就死練爛練，唔係嘅。而家呢一代嘅 年青球員啦，咁佢都覺得咧係有啲難度嘅，佢仲揾緊個 balance 啊。咁但係喺呢一度，即係曼聯個成績唔好，咁同埋咧日子風雨飄搖，但係作為球隊嘅領袖，依家出嚟面對公眾，起碼提醒翻所有嘅曼聯嘅球迷啊，亦都咧應該對球隊保持翻個信心，因為佢自己以身作則啊，佢自己第一個我要幫年青球員㗎，我幫咁同埋咧就領導力我都帶到嚟，經驗我都帶到嚟㗎，咁改善年青球員我繼續都會去睇下點樣去揾辦法同佢哋溝通。對新任嘅暫代領隊蘭力克雖然帶嚟好多嘅改變，但係咧亦都為佢減壓啦，同埋咧就覺得咧佢嘅方式啦，亦都係好啱啊。咁所以 C 朗其實整個訪問都係正面嘅，喺同埋咧就企圖嘗試團結翻而家嘅呢隊曼聯嘅球隊啦。咁如果作為曼聯嘅年青球員咧，見到大哥 C 朗咧呢個時候企出嚟咧，就真係唔該好似學佢話齋啦，對住塊鏡問下自己係咪真係一心一意想踢波100% 為球隊付出啦。落到球場嘅時候，你踢得唔順嘅時候，你仲係咪要繼續自己扭呢？定係好似阿大哥咁講 compact as a team 啊，即係幫手走多幾步啦。唔順嘅時候咪幫下球隊，或者係球隊又幫翻你咁樣踢得 teamwork 翻啲咯。呢個咪就係自己踢得唔順嘅時候解決嘅辦法咯。咁大哥帶啲經驗俾一啲咧就係10號仔嘅年青球員啦。咁希望咧佢咧就可以接受呢啲咁嘅 advice 啦。咁就係咁樣咯。OK，咁呢一個 C 朗嘅訪問啊，呢條片可能長咗少少啊，不過咧就當係了解下而家喺一個機構啦，或者係唔係幾順利嘅時刻，咁作為一啲領導者，咁就應該要係出嚟講啲乜嘢啊？點樣令到公司嗰啲機構團結翻咁樣啦？咁呢個 C 朗咧就呢個記者會之後咧，我覺得佢真係一個好好嘅 leader。咁但係記住啊 leader 同 manager 係唔同嘅喎。呢個就之後有機會再同大家解釋啦。咁但係咧就睇完呢個記者會咧，我更加就欣賞 C 朗拿度嗰個胸襟同埋個格局。OK， 好啦，咁呢條片都長噶啦，嚟到你睇到嚟呢度，多謝你啦。我係唔會打字幕噶，因為咧就非常之困難，不如我自己聽完之後咧就翻譯好過啦。雖然我翻譯咧，我覺得有啲麻麻地 ，Lovely 嘅中文我到而家我都唔知應該頭先係點樣翻譯啊。OK， 即係講下 C 朗翻嚟英超嘅時候，佢話Lovely 咁樣我哎呀 Lovely 咁即係點咧？諗唔到個中文字。如果你諗到嘅話，下邊留言話俾我聽啦。OK， 好啦，咁咧就最後呼籲大家啦，俾翻個 like 啦，同埋 subscribe 訂閱小弟嘅加利利 All About Football 嘅 channel 啦。希望下次節目再同大家見面，拜拜。